He often got slapped by his wife, and he lived like that for 29 years. Edward had long stopped fighting back. Whenever his wife picked up an empty coffee cup, Edward would immediately walk over and make her a fresh cup of hot coffee. Grace had grown used to Edward's care. She believed that no matter how she treated him, he would never leave. Edward was a high school teacher. Only at school could he show a genuine smile. Coming home was the most painful part of his day, and it wasn't just Edward who felt that way. Even their son Jamie struggled to deal with his overbearing mother. Every family meeting was basically Grace talking nonstop, while Edward and Jamie just sat there in silence until their 29th wedding anniversary. Grace was hoping for a surprise, but what Edward gave her was a scare. He asked for a divorce. At first, Grace thought he was joking, until Edward looked her straight in the eye and said, very seriously, he had fallen in love with someone else. That's when Grace realized he wasn't kidding. She still acted dominant, but this time Edward wasn't going to endure it anymore. He packed his things quickly, called his girlfriend, and within minutes, she drove over to pick him up. Only after losing Edward did Grace truly realize how much he meant to her. She began to imagine he was still living in the house. She even asked Jamie to help convince Edward to come back, but Jamie refused. He knew his father's decision to leave was the right one. Maybe his dad should have left a long time ago. What Grace didn't expect was that even her own son had started to reject her. That's when she began to reflect. Maybe she really had done something wrong. She adopted a dog and named it Edward. She trained the dog to be extremely obedient. Watching his mom slowly improve, Jamie finally felt at peace. On the day they signed the divorce papers, Grace still clung to the hope that Edward would change his mind. But when she learned that Edward had given up all his assets, she finally understood. He was never coming back. He would rather walk away with nothing than stay by her side for another day. Later, Grace found a job as a hotline operator, listening to people struggling with emotional pain. And through their stories, she slowly found a way to heal her own wounds. One day, she visited Edward's new home. She wanted to see if he was truly happy without her. The moment she walked in, Edward was startled. He thought she had come to hit him again. Just then, his girlfriend walked out from the kitchen. The second she saw her, Grace froze in shock. All this time, she had assumed Edward's new relationship was just an excuse to escape their marriage. But at that moment, she finally let go of the idea of bringing him back. Gradually, she learned to live on her own. And Edward, he no longer had to take the hits, and had finally found someone willing to make him coffee. He